Hi guys, it's Colette. Are we coffee and chat? Hello. Oh, get the glasses off a wee bit. What can I say? The first thing is a big thank you to everybody that sent support, prayers and healing. When I let you know about Jim's illness, it was quite an intriguing combination of illnesses that hit him at the same time, and your prayers and your healings made a difference, and I'm so indebted to you all for the love and support and healing that you gave him, and all the cheerleading you did for me. He's getting a lot better than he was at the start. So anyway, if you're a newbie here, this is a coffee and chat. It's about personal life. It might not be the video for you, but if you want to stay, please do. I'm Colette, this is Annie, and my channel's Grandmother Winds of the Earth. So this wee one's been a wee help during quite a hard time. She's very empathic, and she's very cuddly, aren't you? You're very cuddly, Annie, aren't you? Yeah, she's a good girl. She's the best girl in the world. And she's quite deep, and this time she reminds me a lot of Nellie. But she's her own, I was going to say her own person, but she's her own dog. Anyway, so she's been a great help. So 5 weeks ago, I don't know, Jim's back started to play up. He's got a long-term back problem, and then his hip locked, and then his back locked. He's suffered from bursitis in the past, and sort of bad spinal problems that take him off his feet, and unfortunately, just like 2 years ago, the two of them flared up at the same time, which was interesting because remember in the weeks previous my two autoimmune diseases had flared up at the same time. But I've got a wee bit of good news on that for you, so just wait for 10 minutes and I'll tell you a bit about Jim. So when I said that, and I knew I couldn't be on the channel, couldn't work much that time at all, because he really did need a lot of care and attention, and just was a poor soul. I couldn't move. So the prayers and all the stuff that came with them, he did feel them, and he did feel that they were having an effect. And yes, he had different medications and pain patches and stuff, and bit by bit, with the healings, etc., the bursitis pain went down, and that left him with the lower back, the spinal issues, and also what happened the last time as well, he was left with spasms in his leg. And so we're at the stage now that the lower back is starting to ease off, so please keep with the healings if you would. And tomorrow he has an X-ray, although that might be today by the time this goes up, a pelvic X-ray, and meetings in the next few weeks with the osteo consultant, and then we'll see exactly what is what and what needs done. The whole situation left me quite exhausted. It just was a difficult time. The girls helped out when they could, they were wonderful, and we made it, but it's just not been easy. I've not had time to do anything much apart from rest after, trying to do things. But I did start missing us all so much, so the fact that the bursitis is on its way out, and sitting up in a chair, got a walker, but I can't go very far on that. But it still is a big difference from not being able to move. So I felt, right, okay, we'll get a few videos done today. But I really, really just need to thank you all, because it's been amazing, the support. And I wanted to go on and list everybody's name and say it out. But my computer's got a lag on it at the moment, and if I do two things at the one time, one of them crashes. Yeah, it's been that kind of month. I'll be glad to see the back of June, to be honest. Not June the person. So what I intend to do is to heart all your comments on the healing post, which was on the community tab. If you don't hit the little bell button, you won't really see community posts as they come up. Will they, Annie? No, they won't. So what I'm going to do, and that will be on Wednesday night, which I think is something like the 27th, 28th. I'm going to go through every one of those names and send you a blessing from my heart to yours. So if you have left healing or a comment on that list, know that on Wednesday night, GMT, I will be focusing on every name individually and sending you individual thanks and blessings. And yeah, so make it Wednesday night for that. Wednesday night, that will give a chance for this video to go up and maybe be seen. And I hope you can feel maybe a gentle warmth coming at you on Wednesday night. So that's where we are. Needless to say, the book, the YouTube channel, the plans kind of took a back seat, as you can imagine. And through it all, I was very aware that I was trying to keep on course for getting better blood results myself. And I was absolutely delighted when I got my last ones back, because the bloods had been taken at quite a stressful time. But I'd been working over the last couple of months to do more anti-inflammatory things, like eating more of an anti-inflammatory diet, doing more deeper meditations twice a day to try and bring in a sense of non-cortisol surging around my body. I'd also involved myself in just little acts of kindness that I enjoy doing for other people, and also pampering myself a little bit when I got the chance. If I was going to bed, I'd make sure that I had put on my skincare or whatever, and it all seemed to help. And of course, cuddles from Annie. Cuddles? Mm-hmm. So when I got my inflammatory markers back, I was hoping they would be down and I wouldn't have to go to hospital or go on medication that I don't want. And they were down, which was great. What had happened a few months ago was that I had an arthritis flare-up and a Sjogren's flare-up at the same time, and it actually had put my kidneys in a bit of difficulty as well. But through doing what I was advised, and my doctor kept a good eye on me, basically the kidney function got a bit better, which I didn't think could happen, but it did. And the inflammatory factors went down substantially. They're still high, but not the way they were. that they're okay for what I've got, you know, and that's acceptable. It's when they go out of that range that I'm like, oh no. And to be honest, it's not a case of oh no, it's literally I feel it. I'm in so much pain and exhaustion that I know that they're through the roof. But they're back down, and I'm very, very happy about that. I'm very happy that in some way that some of my kidney function is actually um, it works in sort of tandem with the autoimmune stuff. And if I can keep the immunity, you know, my inflammatory stuff down, then that will help my kidneys as well. So yeah, good news for myself, really good news. And you know, if it hadn't been for other things in the background, I would be like, oh wow, and I got hundreds of videos done. But life's not like that, is it? So, what else has been happening? There's a few family things going on, but you know, they'll be taken care of in by the way that the universe wants them to. And you know, we have to accept that and just put up with it at times, don't we? But there'll be good things coming too. I have missed you all so much, but I know that your thoughts and wishes and prayers and healings have been there in the background and have helped me tremendously because they help Jim. And if you help Jim, they help me. We're one of these couples that we function, that two of us, it takes two of us to function the way that we want to, and we're sort of two halves of the one thing. And when he gets ill or isn't well, or it just it does me in to a certain degree, but then I have to be his rock for a while because he's normally my rock, and that's just the way we work. And it's a lovely relationship to have, to be able to rely on a partner in either direction. I'm very blessed with him, I really am. Um, and I say, you know, might change him in for a newer model, but I never do. He's too good with Annie as well. Anyway, so what's on the horizon? Oh, goodness knows. I'm hoping that I'll continue to keep my inflammatory factors down, and also that Jim will get more and more better, and we might get an idea of really what's happening with his pelvis. It's been a few years since the last x-ray, so we're definitely needing to know what the prognosis is and what we can do about it. And hopefully we'll have a good summer and I can get back to doing more work on the book, and I'll tell you more about that as I get back into it. I've kind of lost the plot. If I've been able to do anything, it's just been tidying things up and taking stuff out actually, which probably is a good thing. I've been kind of decluttering my life a bit as well, and it's had its impact on the grandmother book, so maybe that's been a good thing. So anyway, I'm rambling, but Wednesday night, probably about between 7 and 8, I'm going to be sending the thank yous to each one individually on that community tab post about Jim, because I don't feel in my heart that a general thank you is enough. I want to do it individually, so that will be my way of doing it. So I'm hoping just to flow into the next few weeks, do a few more videos. Got family visiting in July, which will be lovely. The garden's, it's a bit overgrown at the moment. It's just been left to do what it wants, but I'm sure with a wee bit of help that it will get back to being not like a jungle. No, it's not that bad, but you know what I mean. I love my garden, and you know, obviously I can't do much in it, but over the last wee while Jim couldn't do anything either, so but it's there and it'll all be okay. Everything will be okay. Just have to take one step at a time. But today has been a bit of a turning point because I managed to do a mediumship video and this one, and I'm a bit tired, but I've done it, and this is how we move forward. I know Whitestorm's got stuff he wants to say as well. Maybe it's because there's stuff going on in the world, and I'll try and do that. Maybe one day next week and get it up next week. That would be good. And then we'll hopefully go in a row, but who knows, it might be bursts of Grandmother Winds of the Earth videos, and then nothing, and then bursts, but I know that you all put up with that, and that you just like the community, so just thank you again. I don't know how to thank you, I really don't. It's just amazing, the healing and the love that you sent to Gemini, and I'll be thanking you on Wednesday night. So many blessings now.